Hey guys, ArchieLuxury, how are you? You're live on the channel. And today, guys, we're talking about Grails. And I gotta tell you, I think the Steel Sports Rolex has become the new Grail. What do I mean? Well, it's just so unobtainable. Impossible to get. It's now, we now have got to change how we look at Rolex. Rolex, very difficult to get. In Australia, impossible. You can't get an Air King. You can't get an Explorer. Very, very difficult. And I've got to be honest with you. Got a comment there, Dan T. I've had the day date. Well, the day date's not wanted, Dan. Day date's not wanted. They want Steel Sports. They don't want gold. Interestingly enough, I had a gold president in the late 90s. It really hasn't gone that well. As far as value goes, house prices have tripled, and that watch is, I don't think it's doubled. Hasn't even doubled, you know, so I got to be honest with you, Dan. The day date, 36 mil, is a dud. It's a dud. It's a dud, okay? That's not what they want, Dan. So Dan's sitting there real smug. I wear a day date. Well, that's not, they don't want it. Dan, they don't want it, man. They want Steel Sports. Let's get this show on the road. Let's get the baby out of the pram. Let's get it happening. So I'm going to post the link. Marco, get on. See if we can get Rolex. See if we can get plastic water pump. Let's get them on and let's do the show. And if we're lucky, Jeff will come on. Jeff will come on. He's I love Jeff. He's just sense of reason. Here we go. Rolex and Marco. Hello, guys. How are you?
What's going on, Arch?
What's up? What's up?
Hey, just hang on there. Forgot to plug my speakers in. Okay, I'm here.
We're talking day dates in the chat.
What's going
Guys,
on, Arch?
Guys, they're big noting himself. I've had a day date. Man, they don't want the day date. Do you understand? They don't want it.
Yeah,
I didn't say it was fair. I didn't say it was fair. I had a day date in the 90s. I loved it, of course. But it was 36 mil. I got to be totally honest with you. Not wanted. Not wanted. Not wanted.
But there's something charming about them.
We're talking about.
I think there's something charming about day dates.
JJ, don't you have a day date? A modern day date?
I have a 40 mil. Yeah.
How does it wear?
Well, 40 mil and a 36 mil are two different animals. Let's get this right. The 36 mil, I'm sorry to say this to you, it's in no man's land. See, I think 37 is the smallest for a man. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry it didn't fit your dreams. 36 mil is a wee bit too small. It's the hormones in the chicken. The colonel has been rigging those chooks with hormones. We're bigger, we're taller, we're fatter. 36 is no longer a men's watch. 37 is the new benchmark.
Sorry,
yeah,
I could never wear it in a 36. It would be
Here
just
we go.
too small.
Watch and pray. $5. Arch. Speaking PO TIFF approval, Pontiff approval. Rolex Yacht-Master 126655 PAV dial. Please pull it up. I'm not a big fan. Not a big fan. Not a big fan of the Yachty. Not a big fan. Oh, that was a 126655. We're talking on rubber strap. We're talking rubber strap Rolex, rubber strap. And I've got to be totally honest with you. No, I doesn't. Look, I've got a bit of a love-hate relationship with this watch. Let's get it up on the screen and we can hear the panel's opinion on this watch now. Actually, you know what? I don't hate it. I do love it. It is cool. What do you think? Guys, give me your opinion.
I like it.
Yeah, I like the non-pave version personally. I like just the simple kind of hour indices version because I think he's referring to the picture where it's like a fully pave dial, right? It's a fully iced out dial.
Yeah, I'm not a
I,
big.
I don't love that version. I like just that version. I like. Yeah, I think that's the one he's talking about. Not a fan
I
of
just
that.
go standard, man. I would go
Yuck.
standard. It's actually quite a cool watch because it's on rubber, it's gold.
Yeah,
You'd have
it's
to
more
have another
usable.
steel Rolex before you bought that. You couldn't just, that can't be your one and done. Agreed?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree, Quantif.
That can't be your one and done Rolex because it's really a dress watch, okay? Okay, so let's just ditch the Pav diamond one. I think, no, look at this. We think of this here. Rainbows. No.
I like some of those rainbow bezels. I think some of them are kind of cool, like on the Daytonas.
Yeah,
I think.
But the classic, look at the classic, Look at that. That's just
Yeah, that's
I
cool.
mean, yeah, you can't
beautiful.
beat that.
It's
I
like
love
a no-date
Rolex
sub.
with red text on the dial.
The red text is beautiful. Okay, let's get back to super chats. Let's get back to these super chats. Yankee Doodle, $2. $2 for Yankee Doodle. I just bought a vintage day date, 6611. What a beauty. Look, 6611. We're talking, that's a very old day date. This is what we're talking about here.
Is that the bark bracelet?
No, bark bracelet was more of a 70s. I think you could, yeah. I never, and you know what the worst thing is? They did aftermarket bark. After, like jewelers would put the bark finish on later on another.
Didn't you review one of those a while back?
Clive had one.
Oh, I remember that.
Here, this is a classic. Look at that. That's got the old hands. You want to try and get a 6611 with the hands. I got to be totally honest with you. Totally honest, Yankee. They're non-quick set. They're a bitch to set.
Super chat.
I don't know if I'd get one. Okay, it doesn't do much for me. Okay, sorry, doesn't do much for me. Yankee Doodle, head only, no bracelet.
Ooh, that's worse.
That's even worse.
Well, they are a vintage watch. It depends how much he paid. It depends what he's paid for it. No, it's
and Pon, weren't the bracelets all stretched out as well?
Well, you still want a stretch bracelet is better than no bracelet at all, isn't it?
True.
Unless you get a really good deal.
Yeah, I personally, I wouldn't have gone there, okay? Personally, I wouldn't have gone there. If you're asking my opinion, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to blow smoke up your ass. I wouldn't have bought it, okay? There you go. I would not have bought it, okay? I'm sorry. I am sorry, okay? I wouldn't have bought it. I don't like them. They're too old.
Well, Arch, what day date would you recommend to someone?
Oh,
if they were like
it's very clear.
Set on a day date.
Excuse me.
Yankee Doodle said he paid $5,300. That's still a fair bit of money. It's still a fair bit of change.
Yeah, you can get a lot of good watches for $5,300.
That's probably what they're going for. Look, I think myself, what day date do I like personally? I think the 1823. If you're going to get a day date, the least expensive one I would get would be an 18238 because it's got double quick set. If I had my choice of 36 mils, I'd get the 18238 because that's got the improved clasp. If I really had my choice, if I really wanted a day date, you got to get the 40, man. Don't you agree? JJ, who's got it? JJ's got that, haven't you?
Yeah, I got the silver dial with the Romans.
Yeah, and what type of bracelet?
The President bracelet. It's a 2020.
Yeah, it's a new one.
Yeah, well, that's a great one. See, if you're gonna buy a new one, you got to get the 40, man. Got to get the 40. That's the size. I'm sorry, you'd only get the 36 if it was. You just don't do that, man. You get the 40. If you're gonna pay all that money, you get the 40. I'm sorry, okay?
JJ's collection is pretty sick. Yeah, I really like your collection, dude.
I agree.
Well, I gotta tell you guys something. If you're, I'm gonna have Arch do a review soon, but I have to wait because tomorrow I have a new piece coming.
No way.
I got a call. We've been talking about a certain watch. I'm gonna wait. I think I'm gonna wait a little bit to tell you guys, unless you want to know now. I mean,
Give us a hint. A hint. What model?
No. Let's just. Look.
Like what model is it? A GMT?
Okay. Yeah. Give us a model. Yeah.
Yeah.
all right. I'll say it's Steel Sports. I'll leave it at that. It's Steel Sports.
No, that's too broad.
Let me
No,
say
that's
this to you
good.
guys. Don't forget too. We've got the countdown. 8 days to go,
days.
isn't it?
Shit, 8 days, dude. You excited, Arch?
Look, I got to be totally honest with you. I don't like to jinx these things. I found in the past when I get too excited, I then have buyer's remorse. The best thing I'm going to do is it's actually complicated. So it's never simple with me. I've got a watch going to a friend because he's giving me some money. Okay, so that hasn't landed. He should get that tomorrow.
Arch, we got a super chat.
Here we go. Poker Rich 9, £2. Thoughts on the Bremont Alt 1 P2 Jet? I got to be totally honest with you. Absolutely, positively honest with you. I absolutely despise Bremont. I just think it's what is it? What's it called? What's a jet? What is it?
Alt 1 P2 Jet.
Alt 1 P2
1
Jet.
P2 Jet. Let's have a look at this thing. What do we think? Look, it's actually, I'll be honest with you, it actually looks quite nice. It reminds me of the IWC Top Gun.
Yeah.
Okay, it looks like a Top Gun in many ways. Look,
That's a British brand, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, supposedly.
I mean, it's a cool looking watch.
But Arch, don't you want to be a part of a secret club?
That's exactly it. I tell you what, guys. You know what? If they gave me enough money, I could certainly spruik their crap. You know. You know that?
That's so funny.
I'm available. I prefer it more in steel. Is that steel? They do one in. I don't really like that.
Looks ceramic.
I don't know if I like that. You know, PVD or ceramic.
Yeah.
Type look. But I'm available, by the way. I could spruik anything. Okay.
Damn, that's so funny.
I wouldn't waste my money. Instead of buying that, I'd rather get a second-hand Breitling. I would see, in my opinion, to correct me if I'm wrong, I don't see this as a proper luxury watch. I see it as garbage. I would much rather have a Tag Heuer than a Bremont.
Ooh, I don't know about
No,
No, I agree, Connor.
Which tag would you get? Oh, the
any
Monaco?
Tag over a Bremont. Any.
Yeah. Oh, Carrera, really?
Because no, but the thing is with Tag Heuer, they are what they are. They're still a good entry level. Look, I would say Tissot and Oris
Super chat.
are more honourable than this. Here we go. Leaky Rear, $2. How much to call the bearded lady on air? He doesn't answer. He's blocked me. He does not answer at all. I've tried to ring him and ring him and ring him. He won't take my call.
And Connor, we had another super chat, but way up above.
Oh, really?
Okay, thank you,
Yeah.
thank you.
Oh.
Ooh, Yankee Doodle, $2. 8-day countdown. He's got 8 little thumbs up there. Thank you. So I got to be honest with you. I was telling you about my weight. I've still got to get. A watch is going to a friend who's giving me some money for that. Basically, I'm sending back the JLC. Okay, I need the money back. He's going to give me my money back. I've got to post the box today to him. I'm going to do that after this show. Then I don't like to overthink it. If I get too excited and start making vids about my new watch and that, it'll fall through. I just leave it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, you can't put negative energy in the air, you know?
I just leave it. I leave it up to the universe. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You know, many years ago, I really wanted the AP 14790. I sent the money. It went to It bounced back. I should have just walked away and said, no, the karma said it's not going to happen. That's what I should have done. But I didn't. I pushed it. And that watch was a disaster. I lost my worth. It was a disaster. And I got to be totally honest with you. At the time, I should have just ponied up and paid for a 15,300. Because they were not so much more. But I was in it. It's a long story. It is what it is, okay? It is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. But I've got to tell you guys, seriously, Rolex is the new Grail. Okay? This is what one Rolex is a Grail. We got Bear Clooney in the house. Clive is doing better. Here we go. Bear Clooney watches. Clive is doing better. I am glad. I told him to stick to his channel and all urinating and mooing fans can join him there. There you go.
Somebody needs to buy Arch a drink. Oh, you have coffee.
Thirsty.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, I'm drinking coffees for closers.
Oh, that sounds good. I would love some coffee right now.
I got to tell you, I think Rolex Steel Sports is the new Grail. This is the Grail. That's what we go for now. We dream of getting a Sub No Date, an Explorer 1, an Air King. There is nothing available.
When I went to the AD the other day, I think I mentioned it on air that they pretty much didn't want to give me the time of day. It was that last week. And I wound up getting a call today from them.
That's so funny.
Yeah, so I don't know if
Yeah,
it's
you never know with these guys too.
yeah, if it's pure luck or what. Super chat.
Here we go. Poker Rich 9, £2. My uncle is a Rolex AD and I bought a Bremont.
I don't know what
Bad
to say to
choice.
that.
Cheers. Weird choice, but cheers.
Dumb. That's dumb. That is just stupidity. That is just some people. You'd never. Why would you buy the Bremont? Seriously, man, that is just dumb.
Hey,
By the way, guys, I'm happy to be a complete horological trollop. If you could sponsor me, I would spruik anything for money.
I was gonna ask, would you sponsor Longines?
I'd sponsor anything, man. I'd sponsor.
What
Squally
Longines watch
if the
would you
money-
wear?
If the money was good, I'd sponsor Squally. I don't give a shit. $1,000 at the moment. I'm so desperate. $1,000. I'd basically
Honest,
sell my
you can't
soul.
ruin your reputation. You can't ruin your reputation that you built, all the reputation and credibility you built over all these years.
You had one commercial. You want to hear a funny story? I fell asleep one night watching videos, and I had your videos on. I was just like sleeping in my bed. I had it on TV, and it was like the worst like audio. I don't know what the song was, but it kept playing over and over. You remember it was maybe a couple months ago, one of your sponsors.
It was Tech Watches, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was some like
I forget the name.
Oh, Tint.
yes.
Yes,
Oh my god, I was
yes.
having nightmares from that music. I fell asleep to it all night. It was playing like it kept going on over and over.
Oh no, that's scary.
I think I'm scarred for life from that song.
Yeah, look, I gotta be totally honest with you. Look, you gotta buy what you want, but Bremont, I don't consider them a luxury brand. Bear Clooney. $5. Cheers to the new and improved ArchieLuxury live streams. Have a drink, Pontiff. I'll get my drink now. I gotta tell you guys, seriously, I don't want to overthink the sub. If it comes, it comes. If it doesn't come, you know what? It's only a watch. You know that? I'm not going to commit suicide. It's only a watch, guys.
I think
I've
you'll
actually
get
had
it.
a bit of a think. Can I tell you something secret, really? Let me tell
Tell
you this,
us.
okay? Lizard lick. I've actually had a bit of a think to myself, and if I can get the sub, I've got one Patek for sale at Ronnie. It's going to go up for sale in Sydney. It's going to be Sydney Vintage Watches. It's going up for sale, the Calatrava. I got to tell you, I am seriously thinking, once he sells that, do you think I should get the JLC? Please, give me your opinion.
It's not
Be
for me
honest and say
personally.
no. If you don't think
No.
so, just say
No, big time. It's just not for me personally.
okay. JJ,
I think you should definitely get the sub first and see if you feel your need for steel sports is filled.
because let me tell you this: if I got the sub and they sold my Patek, I could possibly get a 42mm Explorer 2 as well instead of the JJ LeCoultre.
Polar?
Why wouldn't you do that? That's a way
Black
better
dial,
thing.
probably black dial. Black dial is a bit easier to get.
I just feel like it looks very similar. Like, the Polaris gives you a totally different look. You got that nice blue dial.
Yes, it does. The
chronograph.
Polaris is an amazing watch. That's why I'm asking you guys. I didn't say you have to agree. I'm just asking your opinion. Please.
Oh, Connor, by the way,
Yes.
you remember I made a comment about the, what's it called, the rotor not being in rose gold?
Yes, yes.
It's actually in tungsten, not in steel.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah.
That's kind of funky, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a little different. So now that Rolex is the new Grail, what do we turn to? What's our alternative?
Yeah,
Or do
what
we
is
the Piper?
yeah, super chat.
MJT. Here we go. MJT. $10. This is my friend who's getting me the sub. $10. Once you get the sub, Pontiff, the Panda or Polar won't be far behind.
You better save that money.
I know, dude. I'm telling you,
Super
don't
chat.
save your money for the JJ.
Here we go, very quickly. Showcase watches, £2. Zane in the chat. Here's your Patek buyer deal. Thank you. Well, it's at Vintage Watch Co. in Sydney. MJT. Once you get the sub, Pontiff, the Panda or Polar won't be far behind. I gotta be honest with you, okay? I gotta be totally honest with you. I would really love... I kind of don't want to be too greedy. I don't want to be too greedy. Look, let's get the sub first. Let's walk before we run, okay?
Super chat, Arch.
Here we go. Leaky rear, $5. I bought my sub, no date, new in 2002. Should I keep it long term? Of course. Why would you sell it? Why would you sell it? Now, that would be a pre-ceramic. That's a great watch. Why would you sell it, man?
Sell it and get a Seamaster.
Why would you sell it? That's a beautiful watch. I think Leaky Rear. Do you see that Patek in his avatar? I think I met this guy. I had noodles with him, and he had the most beautiful 5396 Patek annual calendar. That is gorgeous, man. That's an amazing. He brought it along. It was beautiful.
I love that one with the slate dial, right? That one has
Pretty cool.
Slate dial, white gold with slate dial.
Beautiful.
Cool.
Yep.
So I gotta say, MJT. I want to tell you, man, MJT.
Yeah.
I'm getting everything ready. 8 days to go. I'm gonna meet him at the airport. I'll tell you what's happening. So I get my money organized this week. Next week we do the show on Tuesday. I'm gonna do the show. I'm just visualizing. I'm gonna do the show. I'll talk to you. We're gonna have countdown. Then his airplane lands about 3:30. I'll go to domestic. I'll even park the car in expensive parking. And I'll meet him. Hey, how you going? How's it good? Check the watch. Don't look too excited or over the moon. Just be cool. Hey, man. Yeah, that's all good. All good. Yeah, yeah. Slap it on. Get out. Pay for the parking. And start screaming on the way home.
What watch are you gonna wear there?
Nothing. Don't wear anything. Wear the Rolex up.
Wear the Rolex. I gotta tell you, I might have the Reverso on. That's the only thing I might wear is the Reverso. But then I get the...
You can always put your old watch in the box.
Yeah, good idea. I gotta tell you, man, I'm
Ooh,
really
super
excited.
chat.
Herman So's. By the way, I am wearing, this is one of my favorite Herman So's shirts, the purple with the really funky interior. Herman So's $10. These people on the panel are not watch collectors. They are bottom dwellers. They only buy watches for value retention. They would never buy a watch for $10,000 or $20,000 just for the love of it.
I mean, I wouldn't buy a Bremont, if that's what you're saying.
No, Herman So's, but would you buy something that's, this is the thing. I suppose he's got a good point there. A lot of people now, it's always value. Depends what you like. I got to tell you, it depends.
Can I respectfully disagree? I'm gonna post a link in the private chat. Can you open it up for the viewers?
Sure.
I mean, I've spent over 30 on a watch that's not very popular.
Yeah, I was gonna say if anyone's a collector out of the panel, it's definitely JJ for sure.
Yeah, JJ is definitely the most collector guy out here.
I mean, say what you want about me. I just have a sub, but I definitely went through my fair share of watches before I got to mine.
Here, you want to scroll down to what Roger Smith and Laurent Perrier say about Rolex?
This is from Houdinki.
Yeah.
That time revolution asked Roger Smith, blah, 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 what watch they'd recommend for under $10,000. And what did they say? Blah, 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 blah. Rolex. Look at this.
Roger Smith.
What did Roger Smith say? Rolex. But personally, I don't know if this would surprise people, but I'd say it'd be a Rolex.
And even Laurent Perrier said if he could only get one watch, it would be a Rolex Daytona. And you know what he used to do? He used to make minute repeaters for Patek.
There you go, hey.
They're a great watch. It's not just about value retention.
It's kind of like what came first, the chicken or the egg. It's like, is Rolex value retention high because people really like it, or do people really like it because of all the value retention? Like,
I got to tell you, I got out of Rolex completely. I've done this a couple of times. I thought Rolex wasn't good enough for me. It's not haute horology. It's a million watches a year. Went into Patek, so I had no steel watches at all, and I gotta tell you, man, I'm drawn to I need to have a Rolex because I just want something I can put on in the morning. I can wash my hands with it on. I don't have to worry. It's not precious metal. I can just go about doing stuff. And the Submariner is an absolute icon. It's Submariner, Explorer, any of the Steel Sports Rolex, it's just such an iconic watch. I think the only thing, even Pateks like an Aquanaut or a Nautilus, I don't think they're as usable because they're a bit more delicate.
They're soft, yeah.
Yeah.
Rolex, it's just something you can put on your wrist and off you go,
And also, dude, like, I'm not like a rich guy. I don't have just like hundreds of thousands of dollars just to like throw around.
No, Rolex is heavily leveraged. He's got car payments. He's got all sorts of horrible, expensive things. Student loans, car payments, credit cards.
I got a scholarship. I don't have student loans. My only big payment is the car, which is almost done. But what I'm saying is that I don't have a lot of money to spend on watches, so I only bought one nice one.
Yeah,
Malik Diamond, $10. Arch, going on vacation to Vegas in 7 months. Do I wear a Rolex into the ADs I'm visiting, or act like I'm there for my first? No, I tell you what, seriously, wear the most expensive Rolex you have. That will get you more kudos and respect. And you just say you're not a flipper. You love Rolex. That will get you much more than pretend. If you're a newbie, the newbies walk in every day. Newbies Don't be a newbie. Don't be a newbie. MJT $10. Let's be honest, Pontiff. The minute you are driving home from the airport, you will be thinking about the next piece. This is the sickness we have. There is no way out.
Hey, Ponif.
Yes.
They're saying in the chat that we missed a super chat like a long time ago.
I don't see it.
Yeah, I don't see it though. But
Which one
apparently
is it?
he wanted you to post the link in the chat if that's possible.
Which one?
Sorry,
This guy. Irish guy adventure channel.
Yeah.
Irish guy. Okay, we'll just post a link in the channel here. There we go.
Sorry, Irish guy. We all missed it. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to Irish guy. How is Irish guy? Irish guy. I don't know what's going on with Irish guy. He's a good guy.
But Ponif, I have a question.
Sure.
Why would he want to buy a Rolex from an AD in Vegas if he's just going on vacation? Wouldn't he want to build like a credibility with just one AD so he could get like all the hard to get models?
You never know your luck.
It's
You never
true.
know your luck. You go to a new place. You look at. This is always the hunt for Rolex. You're always, because that's the reason you have a credit card, is so that if you can get a Steel Sports at retail, you grab it.
Yeah.
You just go in there. You never know your luck.
I go to multiple 80s, not because, I'm not even trying to play the numbers game, but they're in my area. Why not? Like Arch said, I mean, you don't know what's going to happen. And like you said before, definitely wear a piece and act like you've been there before, because when I asked for what I wanted last week, they pretty much were like looking like they had no shot. And, you know how some ADs are kind of like pretentious. And I just, I made it like I was there before. I showed them what was on my wrist. I said, listen, I have quite a few already. I mean, this is not anything new for me. If you can get me on a list, you can. If not, no big deal. And
JJ went in there and put his you-know-what on the table.
I tell you, it worked. A week later, I got a call, and the guy said he'd like to make establish a relationship. So, I mean, I'm happy. I'm happy to do that. So,
Heck yeah, it's true.
I gotta tell you, seriously, guys, I have been thinking about watches. Let me tell you this, okay? I had a really good talk to a good friend of mine yesterday, Glenn, and I said, you know something, really? I am looking at downsizing a bit. Speaking of downsizing, how is Irix guy? How are you, man?
Can you hear me okay?
We can hear you okay. How are you? Can I please have a JJ Lacoute?
I've got an audio
out of
issue.
you?
I'll be
Could
right
I
back.
please have one JJ Lacoute? Hello?
I think he says he's gonna fix his audio real quick.
Yeah, that's okay. We'll let him fix that. I gotta tell you guys, I'm looking at a bit of downsizing. Okay.
Audio issue.
Audio. That's okay. You just do your thing. Guys, I want to downsize a bit. I'm thinking 3 or 4 Pateks is. Yeah, Bear Clooney just sent me a link in his message. He said, "Tell your co-host to watch for super chats." Yes, they will. We will, Bear. Thank you, Bear. Bear's very protective.
Yeah, Ponif, we got a super chat.
Here we go. Irix guy is back on. Irix guy, how are you?
Doing well. Can you hear me okay?
Can I please have one JJ Lacoute?
We got a couple of super chats.
Yeah, Ponif.
Too. JJ Lacoute.
Okay, hang on, guys. We've got some super chats there.
Herman.
Here we go. Super chats. Thank you, guys. Herman Sows, $10. Then why don't we call the show Rolex Butt Kissing Channel? There are other watches to talk about. I got to tell you something, Herman. You are right. You know this, Herman? I want to be totally honest with you. I am sickened by the way these dealers behave. I'm sickened by the whole... I got to be totally honest with you, Herman. I'm actually thinking about downsizing, getting out of some of my watches. I'm sick of it. If I get my sub date... By the way, Herman, I'm wearing my 5196, that Patek. I hope... Herman was on the cusp of buying a Patek. I hope you... Did you buy one, Herman? Tell me if you bought one or not. But he raises a good point. Rolex butt kissing, it kind of sucks. I got to be honest with you. Rolex, it just... I feel so alone when I can't even get a Rolex from an AD. I feel really used. Car Fun, $5. Car Fun, $5. AC3, your greatest accomplishment in YouTube is not creating a business or fame, but having grown men refer to you as the pontiff. Cheers, mate. You know what? I got to be honest with you. That is a damn good thing. Look, I don't cheat with my subscribers. I don't buy subscribers. I don't buy views. Some of these other people, they buy views, they buy things. You know, I got to be totally honest with you. I don't. I just make second-rate content, okay? I slap stuff together. I got to tell you, seriously, guys, I want to tell you, I'm kind of sick of the whole Rolex kiss the ass of the AD bullshit. I'm sick of it. Absolutely sick of it. I had enough. I've really had enough. And I honestly am thinking I might downsize 3 or 4 Pateks. At the moment, I want to get rid of the double up. I'm not going to sell more off until I got rid of one. If I got rid of that Patek, I would then possibly get an Explorer 2. If I got the sub already. I reckon a sub and an Explorer, what a great combo.
What color for the Explorer?
You know what? I don't even care. Black would, actually, I'd possibly even go black just to be different. I want the
Super
one
chat,
that's not
Connor.
popular. I want the one that people don't want. That's what super chat. Where's the super chat? I can't see the super chat. Where's
Yeah,
the super chat?
the comments on this one it's from Showcase, but it's backed up. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't see anything.
Here, I can read it to you if you want, Ponif.
Yeah, read it, please.
£2 from Showcase. Arch, you should get yourself back into Zenith, man.
I gotta tell you, there's nothing wrong with Zenith. I completely. Zenith is a great watch.
El Primero.
And you got another one.
The problem is,
I don't see these super chats.
I don't either. They're
something's
not coming
going
up.
wrong here.
Yeah, something's going wrong. I can just read them to you, Ponif. It's you got another £2 from Poker Rich. Should Rolex flood the market or inflate prices?
Oh, yeah, I'm just looking at a different screen here. Yep, okay. Should Rolex flood the market or inflate prices? Inflate prices. This is probably the best strategy to extract money out of it. As soon as everyone wants what they can't have, once they can get it, they don't want it anymore. Okay? That's the honest truth. We want what we can't have.
Hey, Ponif, when are you gonna do a live show with Jenny L, the German girl?
I gotta be honest with you. I don't think her numbers are real. Okay, she's got 100,000 subscribers in less than a year.
Yeah, that doesn't look right. I was noticing that.
Tell me this.
Really?
RX guy, you've done YouTube. Me and you are very similar. Our channels are very similar, okay? And I got to tell you, Jenny L, she's a really nice girl. I like her accent. It's kind of really sexy accent. But, man, I don't see how
Yeah,
she
she's
gets
hot as
100,000. You know what? And you know who else isn't? That also, what's his name? Bark. You know, that Adrian Rodent 2.
Bark and Jack.
I don't know if those figures are really legit.
Secret club, Ponif.
And let me tell you this.
Bremont club.
You know, Fatso told me, he was my friend. He was telling me, why don't you buy subscribers? He told me this. I said, I don't like to cheat. He said it's only cheating if you get caught. That's what he said to me. And I you know what? I gotta be totally honest with you. I've done things. I went on the show RX Guy. I did a show with I'll tell you who I did a show with, RX Guy. I did a show with CoffeeZilla. I don't know if you saw that, RX Guy.
Yeah, that was a good one.
No, it was a disaster. Okay, because what he did is he put it on CoffeeZilla, then he put it onto his secondary channel called The Drip. It was a waste of time. I woke up at 1 in the morning to do that show. That was a waste of bloody time. You know what, RX Guy? I'm not going to do shows with these guys again, okay?
Did
Yeah,
you like
run your
doing?
own show. That's the only way to do it, man. Run your own show.
Look, RX Guy, you try and do collabs. I tell you honestly, the only guy who I've done collabs with... Just hang on, I got to take this call.
I like the Teddy Baldassar interview. To be fair, I thought that was pretty fair.
Yeah, he seems like an all right guy.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, he's good, and he's gained a lot of his. I think he's pretty organic, and I think a lot of that is because of his link with what's the guy's name, Mr. Wonderful. I think he got a lot of press from that.
But I think he's also a young guy, so he's a bit maybe more relatable, a little bit more upbeat, energetic. I don't know.
You know who I don't like? You know who I don't like? Theo and Harris. Everything he puts out is just an advertisement for something that's on his website.
Vintage watch. Like, he bought a 32 millimeter Tiger Eye Piaget for himself, and I'm just like, that's literally a woman's watch that you're wearing. Like, what are you doing?
Speaking of a woman's watch, have you ever, on Theo and Harris's videos, that lady that's on there, that girl seems to hate him. Every time he talks, she just kind of like does her eyes and scowls at him. Have y'all
really?
He makes nice watch straps, and he's been good to the Pontiff.
I think that's his girlfriend. Isn't that his girlfriend on the show with him?
I don't think so.
I don't think he likes girls.
Yeah, I don't think so either, according to his Instagram, right?
Yeah, I think he's gay.
I mean, he could be. I don't know. I thought in like one of her things.
With nothing wrong with that. You know?
That girl hates him, though. I mean, she's glaring at him on the show, and what's her name? It's Theo, and she's the other host, the co-host or whatever.
Yeah, what's her name? Anna.
Anna, there you go.
The Teddy Baldassar, I like his topics. I just don't like the watches. He's going after a different target.
Yeah, it's a different market segment that he's going after, like aspirational watch collectors. Let's be honest.
Yeah, very true.
So Hamilton, all that stuff. That's aspirational.
Yeah, but he has good themes and good ideas. And I like when he brings his girlfriend on to like guess the prices and stuff like that.
Yeah,
he does keep it entertaining. I wish he would do some more higher end, watches more.
Yeah, I agree.
I think he'll get there once he starts making more money for sure.
The problem is how can he branch out when he's built his niche in that market? It's a bit difficult, especially now he has his business, right? He sells watches and he sells watch straps.
Well, he's going to stay in that demographic of those.
Yeah,
that price range of watches. I mean,
who's this? Are we talking about?
Teddy Baldassar.
Oh, what's Teddy doing now?
Oh, we're just talking about his demographic.
So what's he doing now? Tell me what Teddy's doing.
Low-end watches, things you would never buy.
Is he selling watches or not?
Yeah, now he is.
Oh, jeez, he's selling garbage.
Yeah,
Arch, how did you like being on the Debonair Fox show?
Yeah, that's another waste of time.
I remember that.
You know what?
That was a funny interview, though.
Yeah, it was okay. Look, I got to be totally honest with you. I think it's best just to do my own thing,
Yeah, you need to be in your own.
I did things with Teddy. He kind of just used me and spat me out,
Super chat.
Yankee Doodle, $2. Teddy's girlfriend has a day date, as in days.
She's fine as shit, though. Honestly, his girlfriend's fine as hell.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't even know what's real with Teddy. You just don't know. You just get the bad vibe.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm gonna wrap this baby up. We're gonna wrap this up. I don't want these shows to be too long because we do one every day. So if we make them too long, we've got nothing to talk about tomorrow. But I got to tell you, seriously, guys, I think Rolex is the new Grail. It's not available. You can't get them. They're really, really difficult.
Hey, Archie, before you go, man, you need to get, somebody commented in chat, you need to try to get the Timeless Watch channel guy. You need to try to get him on. He's really good.
Super chat on it, but it's not showing up. $10 from Herman Sos. He said cheers.
Cheers, Herman Sos. Okay, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. Just, Irix guy, you stay on the channel. I want to talk to you quickly. Guys, see you tomorrow.